studying, watching different people come in our office with herpes and HIV and cancer and putting these files in the file cabinet, and you seeing HIV, they start off positive and then now it's gone, it's negative.
Wow.
Then you see someone with herpes go from positive to negative. So then you become curious, like, okay, well, grandfather, I want to see this. I want to see what HIV looked like.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
I was born and raised in California, going back and forth from California to Florida to Honduras, and just saving lives with my grandfather. Dr. Sebi, the late great Dr. Sebi.
Man, that wait a minute. When he say Dr. Sebi, that's the ripple effect for health. That's what turned everybody out when everybody was trying to figure out what was going on. How come he could say this or say that? It was volumes that when he spoke, it changed the whole algorithm of how people thought in a time that we needed it. Go ahead.
So were you raised with him, or you were raised with your mom and your dad?
My dad is Dr. Sebi's son. I was raised with both parents, and Dr. Sebi's been in my life since I was born. And I started learning about minerals and herbs and plants when I was about 10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah.
What was the first herb you learned about?
The first herb I learned about was burdock. And my grandfather spoke highly of it, and I watched burdock root help the immune system on so many levels, far as people that have iron deficiencies down to people who have asthma.
Wow.
So, burdock was one of the herbs that I learned about at a very young age, and then over time learning about herbs, studying, watching different people come in our office with herpes and HIV and cancer and putting these files in the file cabinet, and you seeing HIV, they start off positive and then now it's gone, it's negative.
Wow.
Then you see someone with herpes go from positive to negative. So then you become curious, like, okay, well, grandfather, I want to see this. I want to see what HIV looked like. To where he's like, okay, let's go. Why do you want to see this? Because I don't want to catch it. I want to see what this looked like. And actually, watch my grandfather treat someone from HIV. It was incredible.
How long did it take before he cured him?
I was about 17 years old at the time. It took my grandfather probably about 8 months. 8 months to treat the man, and he was dying. Like, someone with HIV, we wouldn't be in a room, because the older that someone get from HIV, because of the body begin to start to decay and bacteria set in, central nervous system is shutting down, immune system shutting down, organs are shutting down. Now the body has an odor that you wouldn't want to sit in this room.
But don't they say HIV, is it HIV that you can live with as long as you get medication, you can live with it?
You can, but in some form or fashion, that medication is a what? Suppressant. I don't know that many people that live with HIV with years and years and years without passing.
Because the lady that we interviewed, wasn't she HIV positive?
Yeah,
and she's been living with it
for many years. She got it with magic. Had got diagnosed way back during that time.
And she's still living with it right now.
Yeah. But she shows no...
She must really take care of herself.
She shows no...
She must eat
symptoms.
right. And
yeah, you would never know unless she tells you.
Oh, yeah. She's probably one of the ones that's really doing the work to stay healthy and to keep the numbers down, because...
Yeah, because she talked about the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers is what's important. So you keeping your numbers stabilized and all that, then you can't pass it, or it's not going to... But that's very few people. Cancer, COVID, sickle cell, brain tumors. We practically cure it, see it, treat it. I think COVID was one of the toughest times far as treatment. It was like, okay, COVID came and it was like, what would my grandfather do at a time like this?
Wow.
Something that he spoke into existence decades and decades ago. Now it's surfaced and we're right here. What would he do? It's killing people left and right, respiratory system shutting down, immune system shutting down. And COVID was SARS, the flu, and HIV from the first beginning stages of when people was dying. That's why people was dying so rapidly. It was shutting down your organs, your respiratory system, and boom. And if you have pre-existing conditions, it was gonna wipe you out.
Wow.
So we created one of the strongest minerals you could possibly think of, and that's one of our products called CMOS Plus. Mm-hmm. That CMOS Plus will help build your immune system faster, central nervous system faster, just overall put the zinc and the calcium in the body that much faster than anything that you can buy over the counter, because of the fact that it was 100% mineral based. So when it hits the immune system, it's electrifying the body. And that's what minerals does. That's what my grandfather talked about so much, how minerals.
During the COVID time, did you ever get COVID?
I was traveling so much, I never caught COVID. And I rarely get sick, cough, catch a cold. It's very rare because of the diet, the lifestyle. I don't eat beef, I don't eat pork, I don't eat eggs, and
Do you eat chicken?
I don't eat chicken.
What do you eat? Do you eat any? So you don't eat no meat?
No meat at all.
Okay, so what do you eat?
Our bodies don't need meat. We're not lions and tigers and bears, and we're not. Our biological makeup was never designed to eat that, especially in today's time. 80% of our food is compromised. Hormones, preservative, estrogen, soy, food-like products, no good.
But even in fruits and vegetables, aren't they putting all these chemicals and all these things on these fruits and vegetables to make them bigger? That's also can be feeding into our body to cause it problems as well.
You're right, and that's called genetically modifying fruits and vegetables. So we don't want the fruits that's seedless. We don't want the seedless grapes that doesn't have any nutritional value. We don't want the seedless orange. That's not going to help us. Now we have to go back to what? Fruits that most households don't consume. Antioxidants, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, things most households don't consume. We talk about American households right now. Grapes is going to be in the household. That's seedless. You're going to have some bananas and some apples. And
watermelon seedless.
And exactly, watermelon seedless. And we glorify these things like it's okay. Well, I don't have to eat seeds no more. Why? That's the natural essence of earth. Now they have compromised our thinking capabilities now to where we're okay with seedless and fake and processed. Now what's created? High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, top diseases that's in our society today.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.